Hello, I'm Miles Johnson. Our society is inherently negative. Do you know that on average, the normal person has 80% of their daily thoughts consumed by negative thoughts? This being said, obviously an individual is going to be faced with situations in their workplace where they have to deliver negative messages. But the most important part of delivering a negative message is the approach in which you take. An article published in Forbes magazine by a man named Robert Bice is entitled 10 Commandments for Delivering Bad News. This article contains 10 good ways to deliver bad news in the workplace. I feel that this setup for the article is extremely relevant, especially with the topic at hand, but furthermore, when taking into account the Christ-centered atmosphere that this video is going to be shown in. The 10th commandment goes like this: thou shalt not surprise. This refers to the fact that an individual should not surprise a higher up, say a manager or an executive boss, with bad news. Rather, they should tell them as quickly as possible. The 9th commandment states, thou shalt never delay. This refers to the fact that one should tell a boss, or anyone else for that matter, bad news as quickly as possible. Many people try to sit on a negative message in hopes that maybe it might get better, but in many cases it just makes the problem worse. The 8th commandment is, thou shalt never hide facts. Honesty is an extremely important part of any business communication, especially when delivering negative messages. The 7th commandment goes, thou shalt always put it in writing. Proper record keeping is vital in the business environment, especially when it comes to teaching people for future reference, and also when it comes to company protection. The 6th commandment is, thou shalt always justify. Providing proper justification and reasoning for your deliverance of your message can actually help the audience better understand why you're doing what you're doing. The 5th commandment goes as, thou shalt always look for a silver lining. Giving people hope is incredibly important in any business atmosphere, and that's what a silver lining is talking about. The 4th commandment states, thou shalt always bring solutions. An individual who is always thinking about betterment can upgrade company morale, and thinking about a solution in the midst of a negative situation actually makes all those around them feel better. The 3rd commandment is, thou shalt always remember multiple audiences. This is extremely important, especially because messages are always needing to be tailored to whoever the audience is. Person A might receive the exact same message much differently than person B, and it's your job as a communicator in the workplace to know that. Commandment 2 states, thou shalt always follow up and follow through. After you deliver a negative message, your job is not over. Your job is merely beginning, actually. There are many repercussions of the message that you just conveyed that need to be dealt with accordingly. The last and final commandment is by far the most important one. Thou shalt treat people with dignity and respect. This first commandment can be viewed as a basic business ethic. However, it is extremely important, especially in the context of delivering a negative message. Treating people with dignity and respect is extremely important. One receives negative information better from someone who they highly respect. All in all, delivering negative messages is never easy. No matter what method or what rules you follow, bad news is just that. I implore all of you and prayerfully encourage each and every person in this room to deliver negative messages with a heart full of empathy and love.